Welcome to the party, pal. You're from the neighborhood. Mastercast back with another physical media review roundup. I've got a fat stack of movies to talk about, and we're at a very special location. We're vacationing for Missy's birthday at the Del Coronado Hotel here in San Diego, or I guess to be more clear, Coronado Island, just off of San Diego. This gorgeous hotel is very historic. Lots of movies have been shot here, and I have a video coming tomorrow talking about some of the movies that were shot here. But today, we're talking physical media, and I've got some goodies to shout out to you about. Of course, we're going to start with something that blew my mind. This is Blast Fighter, starring Michael Sobke, who, at least as far as I know, recently found my attention with films like A Massacre in Dinosaur Valley, Devilfish, things like that. Here, he reunites with Lamberto Bava and George Eastman for essentially a First Blood knockoff. Blast Fighter is about a guy who's an ex-cop who was in prison for killing a guy who killed his wife. I believe that's the storyline. And he's out of prison. He wants just a quiet life. He moves back to a small town, and he finds these guys who are like basically butchering deer for the Chinese black market. And so, heads up, if you don't like deer hunting or footage of animals being skinned and things like that, just be aware there's a lot of deer hunting and dead deer in the movie, so that might turn off a couple of viewers. But essentially it is a First Blood deliverance type of movie. As a matter of fact, in this film you get the appearance, the cameo of the banjo kid, the weird-eyed banjo kid from Deliverance. He appears in this as a grown man playing the banjo. They don't really make any mention. He just kind of what's his face? Michael just walks by, but you know it's him because he's playing the banjo and he's got the eyes. So we get a little cameo from the Deliverance kid in here. But this is a non-stop action adventure extravaganza. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the best action movies that I've seen from Lamberto Bava in general. Very exciting, but I will caution the fact that there's not a lot of blast fighting. The blast fighting really starts in the last 15 minutes of the movie, but that doesn't mean it's boring. What do I mean by blast fighting? Well, he has this massive shotgun that does everything. It shoots armor-piercing rounds, explosive rounds, rockets. It's kind of a one-stop shop shotgun. That's where the blast fighting comes in. But there's enough blast fighting to, of course, satisfy the blast fighting connoisseurs in our audience. This release from Code Red has a lot of special features, including a commentary with Michael Sobke, an interview with Sobke and George Eastman, as well as Lamberto Bava and the cinematographer. Really fantastic little action picture from Lamberto Bava. I've never seen an action picture from Lamberto Bava, to be honest. Only his horror stuff. And George Eastman is a really good and really relatable villain. All these characters have really good development when it comes to their character, to their storylines. It all makes sense. And it's all very satisfying, and I highly recommend Blast Fighter. Okay, that's our first physical media review. We're going to explore the hotel, and I've got more coming at you right now. Down this hallway is the infamous room 3327. This is the haunted room here at the Del. Right down this hallway, there's a stairway right here. It goes all the way down to the, not the lobby, but the first floor. And this goes all the way up to the 5th floor where there's another haunted room. But this is the infamous Kate Bishop's room, 3327. If you saw the live ghost hunt we did here on Mastercast TV, we spent some time here. All right, let's go check out the other one. Really is a stunningly beautiful place. Very old world hotel. You can see the ocean back there. And that is the Pacific, the mountain ranges, little islands over there. Stunning hotel, stunning history. Really a gorgeous spot. You can see why Hollywood chose this place as not only a playground, but a location for many a wonderful film. Many a wonderful film. Love this place. Happy to be back, and I'm glad you're here with us. We're coming up on one of the other haunted rooms, 3519. I'm trying to keep my voice down because, well, these rooms, look at this interesting hallway. We got rooftops on either side. This, of course, a bunch of rooftops that were featured prominently in the film The Stuntman with Peter O'Toole. Stay tuned tomorrow. Doing a review on Stuntman and Some Like It Hot. Both featured the Del very prominently. Oh, interesting. I could literally just walk right out. This opens up. Open up? No, it's gotta be locked. No, I think we could probably open that up. Walk right out, but I won't because I'm looking for 3519. Oh, it is open, look. Oh, it stopped. You can't go further than this. Well, that's funny. Okay. 3519. Ooh, wow. Oh, here it is. Okay, I don't think anyone's there yet. 3519. Look at this narrow hallway. Oh my gosh. 3519 is one of the haunted rooms. Lots of people report strange activities. They hear TVs going on and off. Bathroom lights going on and off. Creepy stuff. Creepy hallway too. What's down here? Let's go look real quick. Whoa. You can hear the ground. The wood creaking. Wow, look at this. Secret stairway. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. And it's, ooh, a dead end. Oh man, imagine having one of these dead end rooms. It's kind of freaky. Yeah, all the way here. 3519, one of the, you know, allegedly most haunted rooms in the hotel. Let's cut through the hallway here on the 3rd floor. Heading to another location. While we do that, let's talk about another film. And this is one that I highly recommend. Deranged. Pretty Sally Mae died a very unnatural death. But the worst hasn't happened yet. Oh look, there's a little ice dispenser there with a hand sanitizer. That's nice. Let's, here's a stairway. Look at that, nice stairway. This is one of the first, I think the first, Ed Gein based horror film. The actor here, what's his name? Something Flower. Robert's Blossom. Robert's Blossom here. He is the old man from Home Alone. He is the neighbor that Kevin thinks is a secret serial killer. Well, guess what? In this one, he is a serial killer. He is the most well-known serial killer. As a matter of fact, Ed Gein. Look, another little skylight for us. How beautiful. Love. These hallways are so crazy. With the parasols. Anyway, deranged here. Kino Lorber. I highly recommend this film. I'm going to stop so you can see the features here. Written by Alan Ormsby, who had just come off of Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. And it is a really solid one. Also co-directed by Alan Ormsby. You get a commentary with him, commentary with the film historian Richard Harlan Smith, and an interview with the producer Tom Carr. Really great stuff. Now the pictures here are in black and white, but the movie is in blood red color. So don't worry about that. It's not actually black and white. I kind of wish it was black and white, but the movie goes for very much Herschel Gordon Lewis aesthetic in terms of the gore. So it's kind of nice to have that blood red color. There's some pretty gory moments in this, but it's, you know, not necessarily super stomach churny, just kind of, you know, a product of its time, 70s gore. This is blocked off. This stairway, by the way, this heads to the lobby down there. They're in construction, so you cannot go down there. Can't go down this. This is another stairway here. Look at this old stairway here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Looks like This whole floor is in the works, and that is unavailable for travel as well. Anyway, Kino Lorber, Deranged. Highly recommend you pick this up. This is a must-get film. If you love true crime, if you love bloody, gory 70s movies, if you love just really solid performances and gory grindhouse films, you cannot go wrong with Deranged. You know, I think I grabbed this at a sale for less than 10 bucks. Really great. Highly recommend this. Kino did this film justice. Thank you so much for putting this out. I saw this in theaters a while ago, and it just blew me away. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Deranged. So currently in the middle of a renovation here. The renovation is supposed to last until about summer. At least that's what the signs say. Summer 2021. It'll be in renovation mode. This is the front entrance. Of course, this is the entrance seen in films like Some Like It Hot. This is the walkway where Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis and Marilyn Monroe enter the hotel right there. That's the balcony, little porch where the guys are sitting on the rocking chairs. But in the middle of construction, it'll be up and running this summer 2021, hopefully. Gorgeous, gorgeous hotel. I love being here. And beautiful. Looks like the whole front is being fixed up. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna stir up the ghostly activity in this place. And we're here, closer to the front of the property. Love this. Love the architecture of this thing. This was around the early 1900s. This is very, very, very old hotel property. Very, very old. Actually, the first hotel, I might be mistaken, but the first hotel in America to have electricity. Pretty nuts. You can see back here, you see these little, these are chandeliers. They're like crowns. Coronado in English means crowned. So they have these like crown chandeliers here. This is the big ballroom where they have, or they used to have, I should say, morning breakfasts and, you know, big buffets and brunches and things like that. Anyway, let's talk physical media. I've got one to bring to your attention, kind of as a warning more than anything else. It is the film The Intruder here by Garagehouse Pictures. This is the last of 4 films that I picked up when they had a sale. I don't know if they're in business anymore. I think they're gone, or maybe they're on hiatus. They haven't announced anything new. But they did put out Monstrosity and Weirdo, the Andy Milligan movies that were not included in the set. Now, you know, 2020, I kind of wish I'd picked them up just to have them, but at the same time, I know what kind of movies they would be, so in a way, it's like maybe I dodged a bullet there. Anyway, The Intruder. This looked good to me. This was a lost slasher film from 1975, 87 minutes. This was written and directed by Chris Robinson. I don't know if you can see that in the background. They're testing. They're doing some kind of military maneuvers here. I don't know if you'll see it between the trees. They're having military maneuvers, and there's military planes flying through the whole area. This whole weekend has been military planes and helicopters. It's kind of nuts. So you'll see that in the footage that I filmed. Anyway, Chris Robinson is the star of William Griffey's Stanley. That's my favorite William Griffey movie, which unfortunately is not on the set. That is a bummer. That is a bummer. Look at these pine trees behind me. Look at these just stunning pine trees. Look at this. You don't see that in California normally. Well, you do if you go up north. Hey, that's kind of a cool angle. The Intruder here is a lost slasher film. But unfortunately, it probably should have stayed lost. It's not very good, in my opinion. It's very slow, very boring, and it does what low-budget movies do nowadays, something I've done in my movies. You know, you have a celebrity in the film, you can say, oh, so-and-so's in this movie, but they're really not in the movie. You know, they're in it for like a minute, 2 minutes. This movie boasts, by the way, top billed Mickey Rooney and Yvonne DiCarlo. Of course, Yvonne DiCarlo is Lily Munster. They're in the movie, sure. Mickey's in the movie for all of 5 minutes, and most of what he does is just drive a boat. And Yvonne DiCarlo is one of the victims. She actually is the first victim of the so-called slasher. So, yeah, they're in the movie, but they're not really in the movie. What is this movie about? It's essentially almost an Andy Milligan type movie. A bunch of family members head to a strange house on an island for, you know, for various reasons, for the reading of a will, and a killer's on the loose. It's almost exactly a Ghastly Ones type of movie. You know, inheritors facing the blade of an unknown killer. But it's very slow, very, very slow. There's a lot of scenes where there's no dialogue. People just walking around or exploring the house. It's very dull. You do get some special features here. Audio commentary with Chris Robinson, an interview with Chris Robinson, and some Garagehouse Pictures trailers. So, you know, you can get some special features here, but I doubt that you'll be exploring these because it's almost a nothing movie, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I will say it's at least cleaned up. It looks nice. You know, it definitely could look worse. The sound is a little muffled, but beyond that, it's not bad. It's not a bad looking movie. It's just a bad movie overall. I don't recommend The Intruder if you ever had, you know, an inkling to pick it up, just because you love slashers and you're sort of all in on slashers type of person. Just understand this is one of these slower slashers. Probably the slowest slasher I've seen in a long time. Well, that'll do, pal. I hope you enjoyed this physical media review roundup here at the Hotel Del Coronado, just off of San Diego on Coronado Island. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here. I hope you will be as well. This has been your friendly neighborhood Master Cast, and I want you to know that I love you. As a matter of fact, I love you just the way you are. I'll see you around. Hopefully you'll come back. Subscribe if you have not already. And more to come, because I remain to be continued.